Yeah, man, it's the 5th of October 2023, and this will be my targeted individual update. So, I'm sitting here, I'm working on some school assignments, and I'm dealing with gang stalkers 2,000 miles away doing a live stream. It's my live stream. I'm doing my live stream. This is what these idiots sound like. And what's happening right now is they're working on their long-term effects. So if I feel right here, I can feel heat. I can feel heat and I can taste like an electrical type of taste in my mouth. And this is something that's very typical that they've been doing for 6 years. 6 years ago in 2017, they started broadcasting into my mouth where I tasted it, and there's nothing you can do about it. I take this flashlight and try to disrupt their broadcast doing stuff like this, and it's ridiculous that I should even have to do anything like that. And it's ridiculous that I should have to hear these idiots, or that they should be able to access my neurological broadcast frequency to know what I'm thinking, or to bother me, to talk to me, to watch my life, to do their little shows, their live streams. But physical torture, this is beyond everything else. It's very bad to have somebody knowing what you're thinking and watching your life and trying to do these shows, and they've dedicated their time to this, and it's like it's what they do, like a 13-year-old playing video games, and they'll just lock themselves in the room for weeks and weeks and play these video games. Well, these guys trump that easily. They've been doing this for a decade at least, and there was one that came on in like 2017, 6 years ago, and there's about five of them on my channel. I call it my channel, my neurological broadcast frequency, my remote neural monitoring, where they have theirs. They have their own profile, and it's like online. They access the stuff online, and it's linked into this satellite broadcast system, all these satellites, and we all have a neurological broadcast frequency, and our profile or our neural monitoring is based on that. And if you have yours, then you can not allow people to connect with you unconsensually, and you can protect yourself, and you can live a private life torture-free. But if you don't have it, then people like these idiot gang stalkers that do have it and decide that they want to unconsensually connect with you and do things to bother you and touch you, or torture you, or burn you, or hurt you with broadcast. That's what they do, and nobody's stopping them. And, I have a lot of feelings about that. I think that it's like war crimes. And I think that they are waging war. And I think when people wage war on you and your family and your life and try to harm you, then I think that it's completely justified to defend yourself. And I think that even legally, there should be capital punishment for people that do this kind of thing. When you can sit around every day and dedicate your life to torturing somebody with a long-term goal in mind. Let me put this broadcast in his mouth for 10 years or 7 years or something until makes all his teeth fall out. And this is mutilation torture. And it's unacceptable, really. It's unacceptable for our government and for these technology companies like Google and Apple and Microsoft, or any of these entities to notice this going on and to not do anything about it. It's just involvement that makes them involved, okay? Because they've provided the resources that are necessary for people to do this kind of thing. Now, it exists, so the goal is to get your neural monitoring. You want to get your neural monitoring, and just like gang stalkers have it, just like famous people and politician people and pro athletes and rich millionaires and billionaires, a lot of them have their neural monitoring, and they would never allow someone to attack their family, or to watch them naked in the shower, or to know what they're thinking, or to attack children and women, or do any kind of mutilation torture with it. Okay, and it gets to the point where you find your body becoming damaged, and then you go and get consultations, and they tell you it's going to be like $70,000, to get your teeth fixed or something like that, or some kind of arthroscopic surgery, bone marrow transplants, and all kinds of ridiculous things because of their persistence with broadcast torture. And it's, they can hurt you with it, and it's not going to do a lot of damage. If they started doing it last week and then they quit, when they quit doing it, it's not, there's no pain. You can tell, like, sometimes if they've done something persistently for many years, you can tell that there is some damage. But when they do something persistently for many years, that damage becomes a huge liability for people that don't have it. They're overextended. They don't have it. They don't have anything. And they want to sit around and cause damage and put broadcasts on your face. And I don't know if they're like trying to make my teeth fall out or trying to make my beard turn gray. It's all like fueled with this jealousy and obsession. And I've got 5 guys, 4 of them who stay on full time. I think one of them has a job and he just pops on at certain times. And this is what they do. This is all they do. This is what they activate, like, these retarded voice settings, and like they'll have these screams going like they're talking in like these cartoon girl sounding voice settings, and using all these like screams, and then they'll put broadcasts all over you. And it's like, you can tell when they start their live broadcast stream of their broadcast, and literally like their broadcast, like a hologram, like an invisible hologram that they can just put on you. And you can feel the heat difference from like normal body temperature to wherever they're putting their broadcast. You can feel it's extremely hot in that area, and you might feel pain, or if it's in your mouth, taste electricity, or they'll like get in your eyes and you can feel it like moving around in your eyelashes and stuff. And it's very difficult to just to deal with that every day. There's days where I have to go and like rinse my face off and rinse my mouth out 100 times. And that's not an exaggeration. It's because they get on mind control, with what they call being on mind control. They get on broadcast. So when they get on broadcast and they want to live as like this broadcast, to be somewhere else rather than where their physical body is, they have to put on this thing. It looks like an EEG device. So like, it's cut out around the ears and like straps around their chin, and it goes over their head, and it's got these little emitter knob things all over it. And they could just take it off, flap it in a wad, and put it in their pocket. It's that simple. And gang stalkers, the serious ones, they have that. And that's what they use. And when they get on broadcast, on mind control, they seem to lose touch with reality, and it's all they care about. And their life is very pathetic as a human, because they don't care about it. They'll sit around in places wherever they gather, home, wherever they live, and they'll sit around, several of them together, and just get on mind control and just sit there all day, every day. They could get on for hours and hours and hours. And even when they're not on, they'll be watching you and bothering you. Okay, but when they get on broadcast, and that's when they're doing the show, the live stream. Right, the one guy's always saying, "Nothing to do with my live stream." He just sounds like some kind of degenerate, drug addict idiot that's like 50-some, 60 years old or something. And it's like, these guys, they sit around and do this all day, every day. And when they're doing this live stream, and they sit around and do it for 10 hours while they're on mind control, they don't care. They're out of touch with reality. They're just doing it, right? And it's torture for you. And so they have these long-term goals. And I can only imagine the day when the liabilities come due. And it's like, okay, you caused $1 million worth of damage to my physical body, and then $100 million for the psychological torture of having to go through it and deal with you, and stealing my time and my life away. And there's probably, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of gang stalkers, people that have the technology, that use it maliciously, that use it in this way. And that's all their life will ever be. And when it comes to the point they don't have it to pay for the damages that they've caused. And then it comes to what? These technology companies and these governments that disregarded us for so long. And there's a reason why my channels are successful. The other channel just went over 10,000 people. And that's an odd subject to have 10,000 people filing in and saying, yeah, this is happening to me exactly like you say. And it's not a ton of people, but I would think that probably 90% of people don't even have a clue what's going on, if they even understand that they're being targeted with broadcasts. Because unless gang stalkers start doing the street theater, following you around and talking, then it'd be pretty difficult to say, wow, this is a person somewhere with a mind control headset on, controlling a broadcast and getting on my body. Who would come to that conclusion? But tens of thousands of people are aware of that, and it's going to become more widely known. And idiots like this that hide away on their mind control device and control these broadcasts, living as a broadcast to hurt people, they're going to be more and more ousted. More and more people are going to say, yeah, I know some people that do that. I know some people that do that. And I do know some people that do that. I actually personally know some people that do that. I have not associated with some of these people in many, many years, but that's how it started. And these guys that are on my channel all day, every day, are very closely associated with that group. And there's a group of many, many people, that are doing this gang stalking thing. And, what's going to happen in the future? Is going to be war in the streets, people getting dragged out of their houses with mind control headgears on, held accountable by vigilante justice? Is that what it's going to come to? Like riots in the street, everybody finds out that neural monitoring is real and mind control is real, and you can't trust the government because it's genocide. Is what it really is. It's like a secret genocide. It's human trafficking, it's slavery, and it's genocide. And it's torture, it's mutilation, and it's murder. It's all of those things. It really is. Gang stalking is all of those things. So these guys that sit around and do that, there's many, many more people filing in, finding out about what's really going on. And, and it's getting to the point where new people are coming in, like 20, 30, 20 a day, It's like more and more people are having this problem. But anyway, that's what's going on this afternoon is this extreme heat on my beard right here. And, I've been growing out my beard. And anything you start doing it, maybe they can't do it, or maybe it makes them jealous, or if it makes you attractive more, or they're mad. I'm sitting here doing school assignments, right? I'm in computer science programming degree program. So then I'm going to do the cybersecurity degree after that. And I'm not going to help them to destroy myself. Okay, so I've got one direction to go. Okay, and every increment, every little step that I climb makes it more probable that we'll be able to destroy these gang stalkers. And you all should be doing the same thing. You all should be studying finance, working hard every day, doing the most, okay? Going to school and working and saving up and learning all the time. You should be doing all of that every single day, trying to make your life better, regardless of how stupid they are and how much they bother you. And I understand, trust me. I know. I'm sitting here trying to write some discussion board things on one of my assignments, and I got broadcasts all over my face. And they're screaming in stupid sounding girl voices because they're deranged psycho retards that haven't got off of mind control or left their house in a decade. And this is all they have ever. It's all they'll ever have. And the more we can emphasize that and become successful ourselves, the more likely it is that they're going to come to face the consequences for their actions, because we're going to be able to hold them accountable, because we're going to find ourselves in a position financially, knowledgeably, and if that's a word, and evidence, all of that. So anyway, that's it for today. That's what's going on right now. And I thank you all for watching my videos. And I know how hard it is, but please make progress. And you know, I don't want to recommend you to talk about it because it's caused me a lot of problems in my life talking about it. But it's also a good thing that I've talked about it, because now there's places where we can all talk about it. And anyway, all right, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching.